us. Don't let him down. Batman's car. Each time he fights, we learn a little bit more. That's how we beat him. Oh man, how'd I end up here? A hired gun hunting a hero. Focus on the money. It helps, but I won't lie. No way Scarecrow's ever gonna detonate those bombs. It's a bluff. He needs us. So that's Wayne Tower? No, I don't think so. It's Wayne International Plaza. So what's the difference? I don't know, it's like bigger, isn't it? That's it. You know, if I was a billionaire, I'd build a tower or a plaza. And I think I'd be happy. Why'd you gotta have both?
Beats me. Still, I bet there's all kinds of cool toys in there.
Don't even think about it. Wayne buildings are impregnable. Guys are security now. Everyone I know who's ever taken on a... I've seen a lot of things, guys. But a body nailed to a wall? Be glad it was just one. This is Gotham. You're lucky the maniac didn't try to recreate the last freaking supper on a billboard. Yeah, thanks for the imagery. It really helps. Rip that cape off your back and choke you with it! He thinks this code indestructible. Let's prove him wrong. I saw him. Call it in. Batman doesn't actually have wings, you freaking idiot. And he doesn't. What'd you say? Screech? So what?
We lost one, sir.
He's making you look like a fool!
Operations are saying he's brought in some backup. What kind of backup? Ever heard of Nightwing? Kid's earning quite a rep over in Bloodhaven. Well, you had enough yet, punk? Speak up, we can't hear you. You won't win! You make it sound like you're still in the fight. This game is over, pal. You're finished. The whole city's gone under. There's not a damn thing you or anyone can do about it. Look around. Everyone's gone. Yeah, they failed. These streets are ours. Not even the cops want to mess with us. Not if they know what's good for them. It's the bat!
There's more firepower over.
Forgot about it!
I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone was coming. I've had a bad feeling about this city for weeks. Ever since the fires started.
I need more evidence to be certain, but I think your crew was tackling the work of one serial arsonist.
Great! Guess it wouldn't be Gotham without a crazy pyro running loose, huh? You know, the chief always said we'd get through it. But I don't know anymore. Not after this.
Everything's going to be okay. You'll be safe with the rest of your men back at GCPD.
Stuck down here. This old part of the city stinks. Yeah, damn rats everywhere too. You've seen rats? Look around. We're stationed in Gotham's proverbial U-bend. Rats freak you out, huh? A little? You know, they say you're never more than 10 feet from a rat. Or is it 5? Hey, if you got any more little facts, you can keep them to yourself.
Control, Falcon 3. I've identified a militia checkpoint in Riker Heights. Over.
It's Batman!
If Azrael's ready, he'll have left a going after the militia positioned outside Port Adams. These towers are their eyes. I'll blind them.
He's done nothing that's impressed me. So what? He's got a car. We've got 1,000 drones out there ready to take him apart.
Any word from those guys in Ace? Did they all get out before it blew?
Hell no. And get this. Those masks they told us to wear? From what I heard, they don't do nothing to stop that fear gas.
You're kidding me, right? Right?
First time I saw him was back at the training camp when he gave that speech. He had the suit on. For a split second, we thought it was Batman.
Leave the rioters alone. They won't mess with us.
What makes you so sure?
Land. Scarecrow's just put himself at the top of the pecking order. And none of this street scum's gonna argue. Thought this place was supposed to be covered in fear gas by now. Patrol squad reporting in. No sighting. We've locked down a whole city for one man. It's overkill. The way the night talks about this guy, I'm surprised we didn't lock down the state. You sure it's Firefly? Could have sworn Gotham's supposed to have a firebug, too. job. Sure make things easier.
Look, I told you 3 times. I don't care any cowards. If you fail, I will bury you in the dirt.
Fireflies attacked the Otisburg fire station. He won't get away this time. The Batmobile can't add power to the fire suppression system has been cut. I need to get it back online to get the blaze. going after the militia positioned outside Port Adams. These towers are their eyes. I'll blind them.
He's probably out there watching us right now. Bring it on, I say.
Cleanup, they said. Blow up the factory, lay low. Exfil by morning. Good thing we had contingency plans.
I can't leave the militia checkpoints operational. Time to find them. A challenge beneath Chinatown. Fine, Enigma. I'll play your games and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
Chemical factory's a wreck. We need to keep away from the site. I don't know if Scarecrow finished making his fear toxin, but either way, you don't want to breathe that stuff in. I don't want to find out what Scarecrow's got planned next. Look out! Batman's here!
Talk! Don't make me crack your skull and look for the answers inside. Now talk! The right choice.
Let's go don't stand a chance against all these tanks.
Falcon 5 to control. We're tracking rioters on Bleak Island, over.
What's the bat doing here?
Well, Dark Knight, eager for more? It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity to even glimpse my greatness, the dawning realization of just how insignificant, how unworthy of note you really are. These trials are my masterpieces, Detective. When I have defeated you, they will become monuments to my genius, testaments to your stupidity. Crowds of school children will pack themselves in this elevator, eager to see for themselves the place where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come. so elegantly simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective. Detective? You know, Dark Knight, on balance, I don't think you're going to figure this out. That's it, Batman. Keep rubbing those two brain cells together and you just might produce a spark. You flipped the car? Perhaps I am in need of a more worthy nemesis. Oh dear, Dark Knight. You don't stand a remote chance of solving this one. The wheels go on the ground, Batman. That's the fundamental principle of driving. Upside down, Dark Knight? Really? This isn't just a test of intelligence, Dark Knight. It's a test of skill. Well done, Detective. Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by the day. figured it out, or blundered your way to victory, time to help Catwoman with her key. Now then, detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me. Won't. I can do this. Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Just this once, I've lowered the count on Catwoman's collar by 2 digits to account for Batman's earlier success. I could have simply started the count on 8, but, well, 9 lives? I couldn't resist. Now, Catwoman, celebrate your survival by telling Batman all about the exciting orphanage development. Celebrate orphanage development.
No, you do it.
Now, Kitty. Kitty.
Why, Batman, there's a big, mysterious green door.
Yes, there is. Come back to the orphanage, Batman, and I'll let the pair of you through it. Catwoman, this evening is not about you. Wait for Batman. Wait for Batman. Well done, Dark Knight. You should, I hope, be beginning to comprehend the breadth of the tasks ahead of you, the sheer scale of the gauntlet I have thrown down. Or perhaps not. Perhaps you're feeling cocky. Perhaps these early victories have filled you with false hope. Well then, ride that wave of smug satisfaction all the way back to the orphanage. I'm waiting. Orphanage.
Start talking. I'll tell you when to stop.
You want to know about Riddler? I know lots about Riddler.
Much obliged.
Oh man,
in charge. Never fail.
Whatever else happens tonight, guys, I want you to know this is the best Halloween ever. At least when Riddler's on the billboard, you can tune it out. All those big words. Scarecrow gives me the creeps.
Welcome back to the Riddletorium. Do not fear. Your friend has not been harmed. Before I allow you to see her, however, riddle me this. Riddle me this. What kind of question can only be asked upon reflection? Good luck. Good luck. No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. Well, it seems you have earned the right to see your friend. Why, she'll be as surprised as I am that you've made it this far.
Oh, good. You're back. Eddie wouldn't show me whatever deranged parlor game he's got waiting behind that door until you arrived.
I'll get you out of here.
I'm sorry. Do I seem testy? It's probably something to do with the gorgeous necklace Eddie picked out for me. Have you seen it? It explodes.
Oh, I do hope you two are getting along. Because you'll need to work together if you want to find the key hidden in here. Find the key.
Well, this looks creepy. Someone's been reading Feng Shui for serial killers. Oh, great. Extra trapped. As if the collar wasn't enough.
Oh, Batman, Catwoman, neither of you is getting out of there without the other's help.
Oh, look. It's more of Eddie's homemade friends.
Well, there we go. It's settled. You're not quite as dumb as each other. Congratulations, Catwoman. Batman, you're lagging behind. Oh, Dark Knight. I can barely describe to you what a pleasure it is to see your brow furrow over the simplest of conundrums. I do apologize for not creating a riddle that you can merely pound into submission. Here, why don't you take out your primitive frustrations on my automated assistant?
About time!
Prototypes, Dark Knight. These are merely prototypes. So try to mitigate that primal feeling of triumph upon defeating one. Well then, it seems you've earned another key.
This is going to take all night, isn't it? Well, that was fun. At least I got to hit something.
How are you holding up?
I wouldn't celebrate just yet, you two. Dark Knight, my next challenge can be found beneath Elliott Memorial Hospital. Conveniently located for when you pass out due to mental exhaustion.
Mental exhaustion.
You still haven't apologized.
For what?
For Eddie treating me like a white hat. Like one of your sidekicks. You know, half the crooks in Gotham think I feed you info.
You do.
Yeah, when there's something in it for me, they think I'm doing it on principle.
Hey, Bats. When did
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
Oh, you're not still torn up about Talia al Ghul, are you? Come on, it's been months. Even the worms that ate her corpse have probably forgotten about it by now. You're really gonna turn down this fine opportunity for romance just because I blew your last girlfriend's lungs out? Take a tip from your wingman, Brucey. The ladies hate it when you brood over the ex you failed to save.
You wish it split. What happens if the Bat decides to break all our limbs? In case you forgot, we just trashed the emergency room.
It's over for you, Batman.
Screw this. I'm gone. Those tanks will run us over. I've seen it happen. like a bat, unless you got a few screws loose.
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To full... appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Another racetrack detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design. I control these. That ceiling applies 300 dead bats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop?
Pit stop.
Very good, Dark Knight! Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Have you noticed, Batman? The walls of inevitability are closing in. That's it. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead bats of pressure. Try and avoid the descending ceiling, Dark Knight. Where did you learn how to drive? Oh, dear. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. Feeling claustrophobic, Detective? Get ready for the final lap. What a fitting end for you, Detective. A stain on my floor. I can see it, Detective. You're miscalculating corners, swerving through straights. to Incompetent Boy Racer. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure. Do you even know what a racing line is? Careful, detective. I'd like the car to be working when I'm done with you. Enough! Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Oh, good. The fun...
Can you trust him, Catwoman?
Can you trust?
And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions. Patience, Catwoman, patience. I am as excited to reveal what is behind that door as you are to open it. But all in good time. All in good time.
Simulation activated.
I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana. Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Dear Dark Knight, what a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Hurry along, Dark Knight. This isn't rocket science. Stumped, Dark Knight? I can see your brain flying through the possibilities. Come now, Dark Knight. Don't force me to eject you from the chamber. Eject you from the chamber. Down, Detective. Do be careful of the death trap en route to the next one. the only mammals capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise. Creatures known to prey on bats include hawks, owls, some spiders, falcons, and, oh yes, of course, me.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Can you trust him, Catwoman?
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh, good. More fun.
Catwoman, this evening is not about you. Wait, Batman. Wait. Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
Going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what the cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Miss Kyle.
Is that what I think it is? It's Batman! Step on it! Arkham Knight? Huh. I was in Arkham City and I never heard of him.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
Happy in what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you. Get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Hey, don't shove. Move over, would you?
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness, you figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.
Dubious abilities.
Leave the blue ones to me.
All the danger of battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me after. Thank you. There's more where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line. Children, I color-coded the robots to help you share. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
I should focus on helping Catwoman. I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You all break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Great news, Bats. I was just hanging out in hell, you know, because you killed me and sent me there. And you'll never guess who I saw. That's right, your dead girlfriend, Talia al Ghul. Don't worry, I asked. And she's totally cool with Cat Lady having a go on the old scratching ghost. She also says, ow, ow, is this a bullet in my sternum or a broken heart?
So this is the great Gotham City, huh? Look at these animals. They're tearing it apart. Can we just blow up a factory, man? besides, there's no way he's as tough as they say.
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.